Hi everyone. Let's say the truth. Say sometimes now we dey create problem to ourselves. And I see that even when you're supposed to blame ourselves or sit yourself down and talk to yourself about life, yet you still blame government. Fine, no doubt about it. There's some area that you need to blame government, especially when you live in Africa. When you see the lifestyle so-called leader live, it's something that we need to discuss about. But at the same time, because I believe that best way to put yourself or to comport yourself, to position yourself in a good way, is for you to know the kind of person you are. It's for you to know your type. It's for you to know your taste. So that you don't do copy that will lead you to a problem that you may not be able to resolve at any point of time. So this will make me to talk about some things that the average African pass through, because I can't say only Nigeria. The same challenges we face in Nigeria, it also applies to other African countries. So, but how we face it, it's different a little bit compared to each other. Just for example, there are some challenges we face in Nigeria. When you go to Ghana, Kenya, even South Africa and other African countries, you see that they still face the same challenges. And in some cases, the challenges are different. But all what I know is that Africa, how many countries in Africa that have a good, that does not have a challenge when it comes to politics, or let me say leaders, because when you say politics, challenges, it's all over the world. But when it comes to leaders, you know that in Africa, that's the major problem that a lot of African countries face. Now, in this kind of situation that I've mentioned, talking about Africa, please, if you are older, let me say 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years upward, then you should be able to know that the problem of Africa is not started today. So, if the problem is not started today, then you, as a citizen, as an African, I expect you to know how to maintain yourself, how to how to do things, how to live your life without depending on someone. Because even as I'm talking to you now, this is 2024. A lot of Africans still believe in the government to rescue them, to provide for them, to build a house for them, to do many things, even to provide a job for them. Fine. When we want to look it in a good way, that is how it's supposed to be. Even though if government is not providing a job, government will create a enabling environment for foreign investors to invest, so that for them to be able to, for people to be able to get job, surplus. So, but in Africa, it's not like that. So, you know this. So, I don't expect it to be a surprise to everyone, a serious citizen, because you should be able to know how to find your way. That's the language in Nigeria. Find your way in a good way. Because as we are talking today in Nigeria or in Africa, as bad as it is, we still see a lot of people doing fine without involving themselves in a crime. And if your time is not yet, then I don't expect you to start copy or looking after somebody that is already arrived, which you don't know how they arrive. It's not everybody that you see online spending money or even physical spending money. Do you know the source of their income? Do you know the source of their wealth? So these are the things that a lot of people copy or put in their minds that make them to not to have rest of mind, even when they are not supposed to get angry. They get angry suddenly because So, for example, when you are expecting something and you have, put all your mind in that particular thing. So, but suddenly you fail that to achieve that particular goal. It will pain you. In fact, some people may even go hard, go gaga. So, but in life, you meet some, and then in life you also achieve some. That is life, and this happens to everybody. Either you're an average, you're rich, you're any kind of position you are. This is life. You meet some, and then you achieve some. So now, I want to talk about just simple things that I want an average Nigerians position themselves into. A lot of people create a problem to themselves. Just for example, you know that you don't have your source of income is not that giving you enough money. Or let's say, for example, you are earning like 30,000, for example. So, and you have a wife, maybe you have one child. So instead for you to be able to, for me, that is my good advice for you, to be able to maintain that one kid. Probably if something changed to the good, or maybe if something changed in a positive way, then you should be able to continue. Maybe if you decide because for some time as a husband and wife, you may decide, okay, I want to have 3 children. But in that kind of situation, especially this medical period, and you keep on having a child. You see, when you go through some of my video, I said that to sleep with a woman, that is simple things, 9 simple parts. Though it's still difficult for some people, but it might be the simplest way. But you need to use your sense, because when you have all these children, who will take care of you or take care of them? Is it not to you? So the responsibility it is yours. So that's why you need to be very careful. You need to think before you take any step. So maintaining a single child at this moment, yet you may not be able to even make it. So talkers of somebody that have a just, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to have a child enough more than what you want is not good. No. But in this kind of situation, so that you won't create a problem that you may not be able to resolve at any point of time to yourself. Because sometimes I pity people that have a lot of children. It's not easy. It's not easy to take care of them, yourself, your wife, your relative, and so on and so forth. In this kind of situation that we find ourselves in Nigeria. So that's why for some of you that you just have a 1 or 2, why can't you maintain that level? Depending the time, maybe things will turn around for good for you. Because the moment we keep on having children in total number, in large number, that you yourself know that you cannot be able to take care of them. Indirectly, you are creating a nuisance. You are creating a problem. You are creating a crime in the society. Because if you refuse or you are not able to take care of the children, definitely, automatically, you release them to the society. So which means that those children will become nuisance in the street, in the community, that will be disturbing other people's peace. Because A children that you yourself, you take your time to train them. Some of them still misbehave. Talk less to somebody that you just left. You release to the street. Come on, they are not a goat. You're talking about human being with sense, with eyes. So, they quickly reason, decide. When you don't have somebody to correct you, you quickly decide on what you want without thinking the positive or negative way. So these are the things that a lot of young guys who just get themselves into marriage, or some people suddenly find themselves in the marriage and they keep on creating problems to society. You see that I don't talk about the government. Me and you know that government in Africa, few of them, they are only for us, while many are for themselves. So that should not be your problem. That should not bother you. Think on how to achieve. Think on how to make your life so easy for you and your family, and including your community, and then down to the nation. Because government or all the people in your society, they can only recognize you when you become successful. Go and write it down. So even they don't want to know how you make it, all what they want is that they know that you are a successful person. So they just want to attach themselves to you. And that's why for a successful man to be very careful. It's not everybody that close to you that loves you. I will continue this video in the next phase of this video. So kindly share with friends and family.